Before anything else, we would like to greet all of you the best greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And good morning to each and every one of you. So, first of all, we wanted to ask a beautiful morning to you, classmates. So, I know that some of you are doing good naman. So, alhamdulillah for that. So, this is the bago tong lesson na to na kailangan matutunan natin. So, but before anything else, we would like to introduce our name first. I am Saif A. Aminuddin, the first reporter and the last reporter as well. So, my co-reporters, Haji Isa and also Talan or Aliyah. These people are my co-partner for this chapter 5. Okay, so now before we actually officially begin or start this meaningful topic or meaningful discussion, may isang pa-game kami. So may isang pa-activity kami, class. So since kami magiging teacher ninyo, may activity kami bago kami mag-officially discuss sa aming topic. So now, I would like to request everyone to stand up kasi may activity tayo. So, kapag sinabi kong stand up, dapat mag-sit down kayo. So, kapag sinabi kong sit down is stand up naman kayo. It's as opposite, di ba? It's opposite. So, kung sino yung mahuhuli sa sit down and stand up is, siya yung may premyo or may surprise. Okay, very good. So, now, yeah. So, very good, Hidaya. You are the one na kung saan na late. Hidaya ang paso. Ikaw yung the one na late na mag-stand up. So, the following questions. So, kailangan masagot mo. Okay? So, yan kasi yung motivation namin. So, first is, what do you think is the biggest problem in the world? Ano kaya yung sa tingin mo na malaking problema sa mundo? 'Di ba? Ano yung sa tingin mo na malaking problema sa mundo? Okay, very good. Poverty, di ba? So, next question, Hidaya, is have you experienced issues like pollution, poverty, and also a lack of education? Okay, very good. Di ba? Always na naman natin na-experience yung poverty, di ba? It actually always existing in our society, di ba? Even here in the Philippines. So, next question is why should we be concerned about global issues? Bakit ba tayo magiging concerned as students in a global issues? Okay, very good, Hidayah. I like your amazing idea about this topic. So now, dumapa naman tayo kung ano talaga ang main topic natin. Ang main topic natin, class, is it is a global issues that concerns schools and society. Ito yung mga global issues, global problems na kung saan it concerns schools and society. Okay, okay. Dumako naman tayo, class, sa objectives natin. Kasi as a teachers, may objectives tayo sa mga topics natin. Kung ano yung ano yung objectives namin sa topic na to, sa global issues. Okay. Ang objective namin, at the end of this lesson, student should be able to first discuss the global issues in society. Kailangan yung mga students ma-discuss nila kung ano yung mga global issues sa society natin. Next one, identify major world problems. Okay, next one, explain possible solutions. Ano yung mga possible solutions sa mga world problems? Okay, next one is to relate issues to education. Kailangan ma-relate natin yung mga world problem issues to education. So, yan yung objectives natin, class, ha? So, now, let's proceed to the review of the past lesson. Okay, next slide naman is review of the past lesson. Kailangan ma-review natin kung ano yung naging past lesson natin up to, paano siya nakakonected sa current topic natin, which is the global issue. So, previously, we discussed topics related to Filipino characters, di ba? It is about strength and it is about weakness, di ba? Yan yung past lesson natin. And also the education as well. So, these topics actually help us understand the global challenges. Yan yung makakatulong niyang actually nakakatulong yan, class, na ma-understand natin yung current global issues ngayon, mga challenges. Okay, so today, actually, as well, we will connect them to global issues, di ba? So, no, next slide naman tayo is the definition of global issues. Ano yung definition ng global issues, di ba? Okay, dito na tayo makakapunta na tayo sa main topic natin, which is Ano yung definition nga ng global issues? Okay, Hidayah, anong definition? Okay, very good. So base dito sa slide natin, sa PPT natin presentation is the definition of global issues is somehow problems that affect many countries worldwide, 'di ba? Ito yung mga problema na nakakaapekto sa buong mundo, sa bawat bansa na naapekto yan by these problems. Next definition is influence society, education and economy. Itong mga world problems na influencehan niya ang ating society and also the education, 'di ba naapektuhan din yung education natin. And also the biggest concern natin is yung economy. Malaking naaapekto talaga is ang economy. Okay, with these global issues. Okay, it required global cooperation and solution. Kailangan pag may world problems or world or global issues, kailangan it requires global cooperation. Kailangan may cooperation tayo in order for us to give a remedy, to give proper solution on that world or a certain global issues. Now, ito yung mga top global issues na pag-uusapan natin. So, pag-uusapan natin, these are the 10 top global issues na kailangan nating malaman na yes, na concern din yan sa schools and society. First is the climate change. Second is the pollution. Third is violence. Four is lack of education, di ba? So, five is unemployment. Six is government corruption. So, then seven is hunger and malnutrition. And eight is substance abuse. And then 9 is tourism. Then 10 is security and well-being. So yeah, so let's proceed na tayo kay Isa kasi siya yung magdi-discuss sa climate change up to siya kasi yung magdi-discuss sa limang top global issues natin. So yeah, diba? Let's proceed na tayo kay Isa. Bye.
Good day, everyone. Today I'll be discussing the top 10 global issues and how they can address, focusing on chapter 5 of our module. And these issues affect not just the school, but the entire society. So, first, let's talk about the climate change. So scientists estimate a temperature rise up to 4.8 Celsius by 2100. So this leads to severe weather and food crisis and also spread of disease. So to address this problem is through reforestation by going green initiatives. So, for example, is that think of the increasing intensity of typhoon here in the Philippines. So to address this problem is by planting more trees. So second is pollution. So pollution isn't just about trash. It includes noise, light, and chemical. So sadly, over billion of people lack clean water because of industrial waste. And access to clean water is a basic human right that is currently at risk. So for example, farmers using excessive chemical pesticide. So these chemicals can step into ground and water or nearby river, so making the water unsafe for the community to drink and bath in. So third global issues is the violence. So this issues is found in many aspects of life. So it can be physical, this physical is like using an object to control someone. Sexual is that involving forced activities. And emotional, which targets a person's self-worth. So, for example, is that in emotional violence is that a student's constantly belittling a classmate by calling them stupid or worthless in front of others. So, even without physical hitting, this is a form of violence that scars the mind of that person. So, in violence, we have also psychological, spiritual, and cultural violence. So, this often involve using fear, religion, or even tradition to dominate and harm others. So, for example, in cultural violence. So, in some culture, a girl might be preventing from going to school because of the traditional belief that only boys should be allowed or should be educated. So, this tradition harms the girls future, and this is a form of a cultural violence. So next is security and well-being. So security and well-being are a global concern because the United Nations works with have different countries to ensure people feel safe and have their basic needs met. So it's about creating a world where no one lives in constant fear. So, for example, is that the United Nations sending peacekeeper or providing food aid to areas that are affected by war. So this ensures that the civilians or especially children have a sense of security and health even in crisis. And this next global issues is very concerning because it's about the lack of education. And education is a right, yet over 72 million children globally are not in schools. So this is because and is caused by poverty or inequality. So many organizations are now working to provide the tools schools need to reach these children. So, for example, a child living in a remote mountain in area who cannot go to school because the nearest one is miles away and their family cannot afford the supplies. So this marginalization is what global initiatives try to fix. And the next five global issues will be discussing by the next reporter, Miss Tala. And to my conclusion of this report is that these global issues are interconnected, and as a future educator, it is our job to raise awareness and teach our students to be part of our solutions. Thank you for listening.
Today everyone, I will discuss about the other global issues and they are the unemployment, governor corruption, malnourishment and hunger, substance abuse and terrorism. These are not just problems of other countries but also here in the Philippines. So first is the unemployment o kawalan ng trabaho. Unemployment happens when people don't have jobs kahit gusto nila magtrabaho. And one main reason is lack of education and skills. Of a, if a person does not have the proper training or knowledge, mas mahirapan siyang makahanap ng trabaho. Particularly na sa 15 to 24 years old sila. Kasi kung kulang ka sa skills or education, mahirapan kang humanap ng trabaho. So, for instance, is isang high school graduate na student na walang training. So, mas mahirapan siya matanggap compare sa may skill like computer or technical work. And also, another example is pag may dalang tao ang nag-apply sa trabaho, then yung isa is may college degree at training, while yung isa is wala. So, mas mataas ang chance na matanggap is yung may skills. And this is leads to the financial problems, meaning kulang sa pagkain, tirahan, basic needs, pamasahe, and etc. So, education is very important kasi ito ang susi para magkaroon ng trabaho. And also, unemployment is not just about not having a job, but it affects the entire life of a person and their family. So number two is the government corruption, means dishonest or illegal action ng mga nasa government like bribery or stealing public money. So this money is for the people and also para sa publiko like schools, hospital or roads na napupunta lang sa personal interest or gain nila. So for instance is like the schools in the province or sa mga bukid-bukid na paralan na hindi maayos ang paaralan and kulang-kulang sila ng kagamitan like chairs, books, and etc. Because kinukurakot ng mga nasa government. This affect the poor the most kasi silang nawawala ng serbisyo and hindi umuunlad ang bansa dahil ang resources ay hindi nagagamit ng tama. So, corruption slows down development kaya hindi umuunlad ang bansa natin. So, the third is the malnourishment and hunger. Means kulang or sobra sa tamang nutrients sa katawan. Hindi lang ito gutom, pwede ring mali ang pagkain or unhealthy food. Currently, there are 795 million people who do not have enough to eat. And for instance is batang walang sapat na pagkain na nagiging underweight or payat. And batang puro junk food ang kinakain, nagiging overweight. So, another example is yung mga tao sa kalye na hindi sila nakakain ng maayos and they become weak, thin, and sick easily. And yung mga taong kain ng kain but they eat unhealthy food and this can cause health problem, sickness, and weak body. And what's surprising is that the world actually produces enough food, but many people are still hungry because of poverty and unequal distribution. So the problem is not just about food, is it about access, poverty, and proper nutrition. And number 4 is the substance abuse. This refers to the harmful use of drugs, alcohol, or other substances. It may start as curiosity or peer pressure, but it can become a serious problem. Hindi lang ito bisyo, nakakasira ito ng katawan at buhay. So, for instance is isang student na nagsimulang mag-inom or gumamit ng drug, sila ay nawala ng focus sa pag-aaral at sila ay walang respeto and nagkakaroon sila ng bad behavior. It can lead to the addiction, health problems, and crime. This problem affects both rich and poor and not only destroy one person but it can destroy families and communities. And lastly, the terrorism. Terrorism is the use of violence to create fear and insecurity among people. Usually, terrorists attack innocent people without warning. For instance, bombing or attacking public places like malls, airport, or street. This causes fear, panic, injuries, and loss of lives. That's why security and law enforcement are very important because terrorist is dangerous because it targets not just individual but the whole society. So these global issues are serious problems that affects millions of people around the world. These are not just statistics, these are the real life problem experienced by real people. As a students, we may not solve these problems immediately, but we can start by being aware, responsible, and educated. Because in the future, we are the ones who can create change.
Hay, nagbabalik na naman ang ating sir. So, si Sir Saif. So now, pag-uusapan natin yung next topic natin, topic natin which is yung 17 SDGs. Class, pag marinig nyo, when you heard the word SDGs, what comes in your mind, class? Okay, very good, Hidaya, di ba? So kapag marinig natin yung SDG, word na SDG or abbreviate na SDG, ito yung Sustainable Development Goals. So, tandaan natin yan, class, ha? Itatak natin yan sa ating mga isipan, yung SDGs. So, pag-usapan natin ngayon yung 17 SDGs na yan. So, ano yung importansya or importansya ng SDGs. So, class, tandaan natin na naitatag yung 17 SDGs noong 2015 up to 2030. Parang plano siya. Parang naging plano siya para masustain or masolve or bigyan ng solusyon itong mga problema na nag-exist sa mundo. So, tandaan natin, class, ha? Itong 17 SDGs yan yung very helpful talaga. Very helpful talaga na suportahan yung mga world problems natin. So, first na SDG, kasi 17, naka-state dyan is 17 SDGs. Yung 17 daw na Sustainable Development Goal. Goal, di ba? When we say goal is kapag plano natin yan, goal natin yan. Kailangan goal natin is ma-achieve yan, di ba? So, 17 SDGs. So, 17 Sustainable Development Goal. So, yung first na SDG natin is, gisummarize ko kasi yung nakalagay sa PPT na to is na-summarize na. So like, nilagay ko lang sa PPT slides is mga keywords lang, mga key points, di ba? So kasi medyo mahaba-haba kasi yung mga definition ng 17 SDGs. So first is, ano yung first SDG? First SDG na nakalagay dito sa PPT natin is no poverty. No poverty means to say we are anti-poverty. We actually aim or we actually planning to to end the poverty, 'di ba? The poverty that exists within us, within in our country or within in our society, 'di ba? So malaking problema 'to talaga. Hindi natin maiiwasan ng poverty class, 'di ba? So, yes, first kailangan first na sustainable development goal natin is end poverty or no poverty. The second 17 SDGs is zero hunger. Ano yung minimin ng zero hunger? Kailangan base dito sa definition is end hunger, achieve and food security, and improve nutrition. Kailangan pantay-pantay tayo sa pag-achieve, pantay-pantay tayo, equal tayo sa pag-achieve ng food security, di ba? Kailangan may food security tayo, hindi basta-basta yung nakukuha nating ano yun, mga pagkain is kulang sa nutrition. So, kailangan, and also main point dito sa number 2, 17 SDGs is yung end hunger talaga. Kailangan patay-patay tayo nakakakain, kailangan walang nale-left behind na hindi nakakakain. So, yan yung development goal talaga ng 17 SDG. Okay, next, third one is to ensure, nakalagay sa PPT natin is to good health and well-being, di ba? Good health and well-being. Meaning to say, it is to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all ages. So, di ba, kailangan ma-ensure natin na maganda yung kalusugan natin, di ba, class? Kasi ang pinakakailangan natin, pinaka-good character ng isang person is kapag mayroong good health, di ba? Para ma-promote niya yung pagiging well-being niya, di ba? So, proceed naman tayo sa 4 para mas mabilis tayo. Proceed naman tayo sa 4 kasi madaling maintindihan naman tong 17 SDGs, di ba? So, ang ikapat nating SDG is quality education. Anong minimin dito? Kailangan magiging quality tayo sa education natin. Pantay-pantay dapat yung pagkaka-achieve or pagkakamit ng education to ensure inclusive and quality education, 'di ba? Kailangan ma-ensure natin na may inklusibo tayo at may quality education tayo na na-achieve sa ating mga sarili as a person or as a students, 'di ba? And promote lifelong learning opportunity for all. Kailangan ayun nga, equitable. Kailangan very pantay-pantay tayo when it comes to opportunities and when it comes to quality education. Tandaan natin yan ha, class ha. Pang-apat din na 17 SDG. Okay. Panglimang SDG naman natin is yung uh, um, gender equality. Kailangan even the gender, kailangan magiging quality yung pagtrato natin sa bawat isa. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls, 'di ba? Kasi minsan talaga is mas naaabuso natin or hindi tayo, naaabuso talaga yung mga kababaihan natin when it comes to discrimination. So kailangan itong panglimang 17 SDG natin, panglima is ma-achieve natin yung equality. Ma-achieve natin yung pagtrato ng tama sa mga kababaihan or sa gender equality natin. Okay, next one natin class ha. Kailangan kasi na madalian to para mas madaling maintindihan naman to guys, di ba? So, pang-anim na 17 SDGs natin is clean water and sanitation. What does it mean? Kailangan ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Kailangan always available talaga yung water. So, dapat kasi na in every country na dapat may libreng management of water, di ba? May libreng pag-supply ng water. At saka kailangan ma-ensure natin yung sanitation, very hygiene talaga na water na kailangan natin as a person. So, di ba? Yan yung pang 6, pang 6 is kailangan ma-ensure natin yung availability ng water. So, next one. Ano yung next one natin? Pang 7, di ba? Pang 7 na naman tayo na SDGs. Pang 7 na SDGs is affordable and clean energy. Kailangan may affordable tayo na energy. So, di ba? Kailangan ma-affordable talaga yung energy natin. And every country talaga na dapat ma-affordable or reliable or sustainable talaga yung modern energy na na-use natin as a person or as a citizen of this country. So, 'di ba? So now, proceed tayo sa number 8 kasi medyo madami yan kasi 17 SDGs, 'di ba? So, ang pang-8 na SDGs natin is yung decent work and economic growth. Kailangan to ensure or promote sustained and inclusive and sustainable economic growth. Kailangan ma-promote natin sa ating mga sarili or mapakinabangan natin ang sustainable economic growth natin. Kailangan ma-productive natin yung mga employment and decent work for all, 'di ba? Kailangan magiging productive, kailangan magiging productive talaga yung mga employment natin para sa magandang o kinabukasan, 'di ba? So, kailangan ma-promote natin din yung economic growth, 'di ba? Kailangan mapanatili natin na magiging malakas, magiging economic growth talaga yung economic natin dito sa bansa, 'di ba? Especially here in the Philippines. Okay, proceed naman tayo sa pang-siyam, pang-9. 9 na 17 SDGs, yung industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Kailangan, as a citizen of this Philippines, as a citizen of each country, na kailangan uh, ma-build natin yung pagiging isang resilient natin when it comes to infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization and foster innovation. Meaning to say class is kailangan hindi luma-luma or na kailangan very updated tayo sa mga infrastructure, like mga buildings, di ba? So, kung gusto natin makakita ng mga buildings natin here in the Philippines, pumunta tayo sa Maynila, di ba? May mga infrastructure na magaganda, di ba? Pero, and also, may sustainable industrialization tayo para sa foster innovation, di ba? Para sa madaling pag-access sa kinabukasan. Okay, pang-siyam na pang-10, di ba? 10 na tayo. Ang 10 na SDGs natin is to reduce inequalities. Kailangan mabawasan yung pagkakatrato ng hindi tama, di ba? Kailangan talaga na matangtang na to, ma-reduce talaga, ma-eradicate talaga itong equality, itong existing inequality within us, and also within and among our countries, di ba? Hindi talaga tama or hindi talaga quality or hindi talaga equal ang pagtrato sa mga tao, di ba? Existing na yan sa ating bansa, di ba? So, kailangan ma-reduce yan. Yan yung plano, yan yung goal, yan yung sustainable goal natin na kailangan ma-reduce yung yung inequality sa bansa natin. Okay, proceed naman tayo para mas madali, 'di ba? It consumes a lot of minutes, 'di ba? So, number 11 naman na sustainable development goal is yung sustainable cities and communities. Kailangan we actually ensure that our cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, and resilient and sustainable. Kailangan ma-ensure natin na yung mga cities natin, yung mga human settlements is safe yan, di ba? Safe yan and inclusive yan, not exclusive. Dapat inclusive yung cities natin, inclusive yung human settlements natin. Last, di ba? Yan yung pang 11 na 17 SDGs. Okay, doon tayo man sa pang 12, di ba? Okay, pang 12 na SDGs na naman tayo, which is responsible consumption and production. What does it mean, class? Ito yung ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Kailangan yung paggamit natin sa mga energy, paggamit natin kung ano-ano man yan, is kailangan ma-ensure natin na sustainable yan, ha? Like, hindi yan pawala-wala, di ba? Hindi yan pawala-wala na, uh, for instance is like yung pag-consumption natin ng energy is pawala-wala. Yan na kailangan masolusyonan yan. Kailangan magiging sustainable yan according to sa 17 SDGs. Yan yung pang 12. Okay, pang 13 naman tayo. 13 is yung climate change. Oh my God, class. Ito talaga yung main problem natin talaga, yung climate change. 13 SDGs, climate change. Ano yung climate change? Ito yung paiba-iba yung weather natin sa isang bansa. Okay, main problem talaga yan, class. How to give proper remedy for this climate change is first, class, is to take urgent action to combat climate change and its impacts. Kailangan magtulungan tayo as a citizen, kailangan magtulungan tayo, class, or as a citizen here in the Philippines, kung paano makombat, kung paano masolve itong climate change na to. In line with the United Nations Framework Convention of Climate Change, di ba? Ito talaga yung malaking problema sa mundo na nag-exist yung climate change. So, para matulungan natin kung paano makombat or paano masolusyonan itong climate change is that, class, be familiar for the 3 R's, di ba? Yan yung reuse, recycle, and ano yung isa? Basta nakalimutan ko yung 3 R's na yun. Kailangan matuto tayong paano mag-segregate ng mga basura, di ba? Huwag tayong patapon-tapon ng mga basura kung kahit saan man dyan, di ba? So, avoid that one kasi hindi yan maganda. Hindi yan magandang character ng pagiging isang future guro, di ba? So, panatilihin natin good yung environment natin para ma-avoid natin yung climate change. Yan yung kasi yung malaking problema nag-i-exist sa mundo 17 climate change. 13, pang 13 na SDG sa climate, which is climate change. Okay, pang 14 naman tayo guys ha, yung classmates, pang 14. Bear with me, class, okay? So, pang 14 naman is yung life below water. What does it mean, class? Ito yung conserve and sustainably use the oceans, seas, and marine resources for development, sustainable development. Kailangan, class, magamit natin as a empowered country, kailangan magamit natin yung mga oceans natin, mga seas, mga karagatan natin in order para magkaroon ng main sources sa isang bansa, di ba? Example dito sa Pilipinas is yung ocean natin, di ba? May ocean ba? Yeah, may ocean natin, mga karagatan natin, may mga minerals diyan, di ba, may tinatawag tayong may yamaning bansa or mga yamang tubig, di ba? Yamang tubig, di ba? Yan yung tinatawag natin na kailangan ma-conserve natin yan, class. Okay, dumako naman tayo sa 15. Pang 15 na tayo, class, ha? 15 SDG, which is the life on land. What does it mean, class? This is to protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial economics, sustainably management forest, combat desertification and hack and reserve land degradation and have biodiversity loss. Meaning to say, class, para sa mas maintindihan natin is yung 15, pang 15 na SDG is yung kailangan ma-protect natin yung land natin, ma-protect natin yung terrestrial ecosystem natin. Example, yung mga forest, kailangan ma-protect natin yung mga forest natin, yung mga kagubatan natin, yung mga yung mga tinitirhan ng mga animals, di ba? Kasi very very kailangan talaga yan, very vital na it plays a vital roles in our society na kailangan talaga is natin, ma-restore natin or ma-protect natin yung mga terrestrial ecosystems natin, di ba? Okay, next naman tayo, class, is yung 16. Yung 16 naman na pang SDG. First, 16 natin is peace, justice, and strong institution. What does it mean, class? So, ang 16 is to promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective. Dapat talaga, class, is ma-access natin yung justice for all in every in di ba kasi uso ngayon yung mga discrimination, uso ngayon yung mga cyberbullying, di ba? So kailangan ma-promote talaga natin yung peaceful at saka yung equal justice for all talaga, di ba, class? So very sabotable naman, very understandable naman yung 16 SDG natin, bro. Okay, for the last one, thanks God kasi dito na tayo sa pang 17. Yung pang 17 SDGs natin, the last one is to strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. Ito yung partnership for the goal, di ba? Kailangan, di ba, may tinatawag tayong mga partnership when it comes to in between countries, di ba? So, yun yung diyan papasok yung mga diplomacy, gano'n. So, kailangan may partner tayo, magka-partner talaga yung in every countries para sa sustainable goal, di ba? So, I hope that these 17 SDGs are very clear for you guys. So, mag-question lang kayo, ha? So, if ever na may question kayo, so please raise your hand. Don't hesitate to ask. So, okay. And the last one natin is yung ano yung SDGs at saka yung global issues. How these two SDG and global issues are connected, okay, rather. Okay, next is example. Example is climate change. Di ba? Sa SDGs natin is may climate action tayo, di ba? Sa 13, pang 13 natin na SDG. Okay, next one is poverty. Yung poverty, di ba? So, one of the global issue is poverty. So, how to give solvency or to give a remedy for that is to know poverty. Nakastate yan sa SDG, 17 SDG. Yung hunger, di ba? Kailangan makumbat natin yan in zero hunger. Kailangan pantay-pantay tayo na lahat nakakakain, di ba? Lack of education is the main problem kasi hindi lahat nakaka-access sa equal education, di ba? Especially sa mga remote area or especially sa mga sa mga marginalized places, di ba? So, in order for us to combat, nagbigay din ng United Nations, which is include yung quality education or involve yung quality education sa sustainable development goal, di ba, class? So yung corruption, why actually we are actually facing a biggest problem in the world, which is the corruption. So how to combat or how to find a solvency for that is to give a peace, justice, is strong institution na nakastake yan sa 17 SDG class. So I think that is very clear naman, di ba, class? So, very clear naman yung SDGs natin. So, in our conclusion for this topic is global issues require global solutions, di ba? Kapag may global issues tayo, it requires a global solutions as well, di ba? So, kailangan alam natin yung 17 Sustainable Development Goal. Next one is everyone has a role to play, di ba? Kailangan, in every one of us has a role na kailangan hindi ka magiging padagdag sa mga problema sa mundo, di ba? So, kailangan alam natin yung mga basic talaga sa mga uh, pagkumbat ng global issues. Awareness leads to positive changes, di ba? Kailangan yung talaga yung pagkaka-aware natin. Kailangan, di ba? Ngayon, na-aware na tayo ngayon sa mga 17 SDGs na it also leads to positive changes, di ba? So, naniniwala man tayo dyan, class. So, I think that's all for this topic. I hope that is very clear, and please don't hesitate to ask any question about this topic. So, that's the end of this discussion. Thank you so much.